August 6, 2015, is the fourth Ashes Test at Trent Bridge Cricket Ground in Nottingham. England won the toss and decided to bowl first. What would happen next would make history.
Oh yes! Stuart Broad has done something very special.
And then again, 2 balls later,
Bowl, there you are. Thank you very much. As soon as the ball dissipates, they've had it. They can't play the moving ball. It just does a little bit. Well bowled, Stuart Broad. England on fire.
just 1 over in, Australia had already lost 2 wickets. And if you thought Australia recovered after this, well, if you consider breaking the record for the shortest test innings ever, then yes, they did recover. Broad went on to take the wickets of Rogers, Smith, Sean Marsh, Adam Bowles, Michael Clarke, Mitch Johnson, Mitchell Starc, and Nathan Lyon, ending with figures of 8 for 15, the best in cricket history. Be aware that this was one of the strongest batting lineups at the time, and they had fallen apart for just 60 runs in the first innings. Mostly thanks to this man, Stuart Broad. Broad went on to get the award for Wisden's best test spell of the decade, and England won the match by an innings and 78 runs. This is what Stuart Broad can do. 604 test wickets in just 309 innings. Just 15 wickets away from being the 4th highest wicket taker in cricket history. And yet, compared to the others on this list, Broad seems to be the least talked about. In fact, during some periods of his career, Stuart Broad was more of a laughingstock than a cricket legend. Remember this from the 2007 World Cup? Yes, those sixers. The sixers that almost ruined young Stuart Broad's career. Little did we know, this moment was just a stepping stone in Stuart's transformative journey.
It was obviously a pretty tough day of what would I have been 21, 22. I learnt loads. I pretty much based a whole mental routine through that experience, knowing that I was left very short as an international performer in that moment. You know, I'd rushed my preparation. I didn't have any sort of pre-ball routine. I didn't have any focus particularly, and I started building my sort of warrior mode that I call it around after that experience. So I think it steeled me up to make me the competitor I am to this day, and has driven me forward a huge amount.
Come 2009, it's the second edition of the T20 World Cup, and England are taking on the Netherlands in home grounds. The Netherlands need 7 runs off 6 balls to win the match, and skipper Paul Collingwood throws the ball to Stuart Broad.
There it is. Again, England miss, and Netherlands have got a single.
Ball 2.
And this time he doesn't take a chance.
Oh, I don't think he's got hold of the ball. I think it's his hand that dislodges the bails.
First came with the hand, so not out is the
Ball 3.
Well, that's in the air, he's dropped it, I don't believe it. That was straight down his throat.
Ball 4. Oh, he misses. Finally. Oh, not so fast. Another single. Ball 5. Straight to mid-on, and they take another single. And ball 6.
Stuart Broad stops it, doesn't get the direct hit. He's coming back for the second. Would you believe it? Overthrow gives Netherlands a win. And what an upset in the very first game of the ICC World 2020.
Stuart Broad, the choker, has struck once again. That's what everyone was saying. Not even a fortune teller would come to think that he'd end up being one of cricket's most renowned fast bowlers. But no matter what, Broad kept going. He kept improving. And before you know it, he rolled back with some exceptional performances in the 2010 T20 World Cup and helped England to their first T20 title, proving that setbacks are mere stepping stones to success. And guess what? His comeback story didn't end there. Just 1 month later, the Ashes commenced, and Stuart Broad finished as England's highest wicket taker for the series and played a crucial role in them regaining the...
That's it! Broad wins it.
Well, he should remember this, Stuart Broad. Some quality balls he bowled to the Australian captain.
Later on, he was also announced as England's new white ball captain on the 25th of June 2011, and he ended with one of the highest win rates of any English captain. And he didn't stop there. Broad continued with his amazing performances, with some notable ones being his 6 for 25 against India in Old Trafford, his 2 for 28 and 6 for 17 versus South Africa, his 7 for 44 versus New Zealand at Lord's in 2013, his 4 for 24 in a T20 match against New Zealand, also in 2013. And of course, his 8 for 15 versus Australia at Trent Bridge.
And Broad's got 5 for England.
my goodness me, the crowd are up, Australia in total disarray.
Not to forget his amazing 169 runs against Pakistan, in which he single-handedly saved the game for England. Yes, Stuart Broad hit a century. In fact, he actually started his career as the opening batsman. Kinda irrelevant, but I thought you might find that interesting. Broad surprisingly also holds a record for the most runs scored batting at both number 9 and number 10, and accumulated over 4,000 runs throughout his career. It really is a shame that such a great cricketer, with a career as ecstatic as Stuart Broad, has announced his retirement from all forms of cricket. From his highs to his lows, Stuart Broad has taken not just English cricket fans, but all cricket fans from around the world to one of the most inspiring journeys cricket has to offer. So let's not be sad that it's over. Let's be happy that it happened. Overused quote, I know, but in this case there's really no better way to say it. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching. And if you enjoyed this one, you might also want to check out this video on how Owen Morgan revolutionized English cricket forever.